Hello everybody, welcome to another video. So exercise has always been a really important part of my life. Growing up, I was often told by my parents to go outside and expend some energy, please. So yeah, that's what I'd do, and I'd go out with my siblings and my friends, and we'd play lots of football, like all English kids do, I suppose, and lots of other sports as well. Plenty of tennis growing up. Not really sure you can count this as doing sport. This is me basically running with a bench in between my legs. Ultimately, my love of sport and exercise led me to studying sports science at university, where I started lifting weights as well and going to the gym and finding enjoyment there. After university, I became a bit more of an expert when it came to the gym side of things and started working at a gym. I found CrossFit for a time and also obstacle course racing, which in the end led me to my love of trail running. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that sport and exercise has always played a huge part in my life, but not only that, it's also given me some direction too. So with a cancer diagnosis, that all kind of fell apart. I was no longer able to take part in any sport, do my exercise, and as a result I felt a little bit lost. I had to spend a lot of time resting and just recovering from operations and procedures. When I felt up to it, what did I do? Well, I started walking, and I walked a lot. Walking really was essential in my healing process, and it's something that I always kind of recommend to anyone that's gone through quite a big health setback or is trying to recover from an illness, injury, operations, that you just start walking as soon as you can and just build that walking up over time. Really don't underestimate how good walking is for you and your recovery. Now, slowly over time, I built that walking into some jogging and then into a little bit of running, albeit, very, very slow running, very low intensity. I even got back into the gym for a little bit, was lifting some weights, again, not high intensity, just low weights. But I was plagued with a bit of a problem. My digestive system just was not happy in any way, which made exercising quite miserable. And also I was suffering from some neck and upper back pains, so lifting weights in the gym seemed to be aggravating that. I even got to the point where I was a little bit scared of exercising. That pain that I was suffering with my neck and my back was just very, very draining. So the thing I sort of loved so much was just getting rejected by my body. I was not really able to exercise. I saw a chiropractor about my neck and my upper back, which made some small improvements. And I also became quite strict about my meal times, what I was eating, and added some supplements in to try and help with my digestion. Unfortunately, it did mean taking more time away from the exercises that I really wanted to be doing. I wanted to be out running on the trails and in the gym lifting weights. Obviously, I did keep walking though. That was always something that I'd kept up. And then came the news that my cancer had unfortunately returned. So I was going to have to go back on medication, and it was going to be something else that my body would have to get used to. And yeah, it made, essentially going back on the medication made me feel quite ill again. So anything that I was building kind of got derailed. So some further medications have been added as well over time, and my digestion is in a pretty good place now, which is a really good thing. And over the last couple of months, I've been slowly able to introduce a bit of an exercise routine. Now, it's an exercise routine that I try and stick to, but I'm not really, really strict over it. I have to listen to my body a little bit as well still. So there's going to be times, I know there's times that I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do, so I just dial things back. I get my injection every 4 weeks, and that week, sort of after my injection, is a week where I do feel a little bit more lethargic than normal. My digestive system can play up a little bit more than normal as well, and I just have to listen to my body and prioritize sort of recovery and sleep in that time. So I have 4 main focus points when it comes to putting my exercise routine together at the moment. They're all based around longevity, I suppose. I want to live as long as I can, but also I want to thrive physically as long as I can as well. So my first focus point is improving and then maintaining my cardiovascular fitness. The second focus point is that I want to improve my strength. And unfortunately, this is one that's kind of on the backseat at the moment. Still sort of dealing a bit with aches and pains, although I have to say they've been a lot better the last couple of months. But that being said, I am a bit nervous about going back to lifting any weights, because time away from lifting weights seems to has helped that pain. Number 3, and it's linked to the last point, is I want to be pain-free. So I spend quite a bit of time researching and trying different exercises to see if I can improve my posture, my pain from my neck and my upper back, which I think has been caused by the operations that I went through. Number 4, simple one, I just want to have fun. I want to get back to having fun, and hopefully that fun might include a little bit of competition somewhere down the line. Love to enter an event again, something that I did lots of. I need something to fuel the competitive side that's always been there in me. So with those 4 focus points in mind, I've managed to build up a little bit of consistency with my training, and what my training currently looks like is kind of built around running. So yeah, they build up the kind of pillars of my exercise week, and I'm doing about 2, sometimes 3 runs a week, and my aim is to kind of total 20 to 25 kilometers in the hope to in the future build that up slowly over time. I'm never going to be able to build it up to, let's say, like 100k weeks that some people manage, but just slowly over time, if I can just add a little bit of volume. Most of my runs are very easy runs, and that's okay at the moment. I've started to put in a little shorter, faster bursts towards the end of some runs, which has been nice, just to get the body a little bit more used to that, because it's been a long time since I've done any high intensity exercise. But yeah, my week is mainly built up around those runs at the moment. In terms of my strength work, that's definitely on hold at the moment. I'm not in the gym at all because of the pains that I've already mentioned plenty of times. It's probably getting boring to hear for you. It's definitely boring for me. But yeah, so I'm not lifting weight. I'm just kind of relying on manual jobs around the home to help maintain a little bit of upper body strength. I mean, even just the other day I stacked loads of wood, which was a pretty good workout. Unfortunately, it did lead to the day after being very achy and sort of headachy, which was disappointing. But still nice to lift a little bit of weight. Something that I'm doing very, very sporadically, and I mean not even once a week at the moment, is I am using the indoor bike. We're lucky enough to have a Peloton at home, so I've done the odd class on there. Maybe I'll look to increase my volume of those workouts as well. I do like getting outside, to be honest with you, but you know, the weather is closing in, so maybe there'll be days where I'll appreciate having that bike and doing a Peloton session instead. Something that I think will probably suit me quite a lot, and something I want to introduce in the near future, hopefully, is I think swimming would be good for me. It would help introduce a bit more load to my upper body as well as my lower body. But the problem I've had recently is, and this is a whole nother story really, is I've had some issues with my eyes, and I think it's linked to the lanreotide and the hormonal changes that can cause. But yeah, I've been getting a lot of very dry eyes and some recurrent styes and things. So I'm a little bit reluctant to put my eyes and head in water at the moment. So whilst they're healing and getting a bit better, that's on hold, but it's definitely in my thoughts for the future. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to make this video. I wanted to document where I'm at currently with my exercise and my fitness routine, to hopefully look back at in a year's time and think and be proud of where I've come from. And it'd be nice to be in a position to just prove to myself eventually that, you know, I can be that athletic version of myself that I was growing up, and perhaps even be an inspiration to other people, to show them that, you know, a cancer diagnosis or a health diagnosis doesn't have to define you physically, and there are things that you're going to still be able to do and goals that you can still aim for. But anyway, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and I'll catch you in another one.